Alright, so yesterday after that Vitex video, I had a bunch of people ask me questions on how to propagate Vitex. So I'm going to show you really quick how to do it. This is just how I do it. This is not how everybody does it, but I'll show you how I do it. So as you can see, I've kind of got this one growing like a tree. A lot of people like them like bushes. Me and my dad both like them as trees. And so I've got some growth coming off the side over here, if you can see it. It's kind of going to get in the way. It's going to go on to my other plants, and I want to just get it upright. So I'm going to go ahead and take this big piece right here and cut it. So now I've got this big chunk where I can make many cuttings from this. So I'm going to take it and cut off these smaller ones. You could do cuttings with those, but you see how they're newer and green? I'm probably not going to get a good cutting from them, get a good propagation from that. So I'm going to take these off. All right, so we're at the propagation station now. That's what I like to call my little area. If you look right here where I cut it off, it's super woody. There's not a lot of green inside of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that thick stuff out of the way. If you look in here, that growth is wet and green. That's what you want for a propagation. All right, so I want a bunch of these little nodes. These are called nodes. These are where the old limb was at. Once I strip back some of this bark and get to the cambium layer, that's where the new roots are gonna form. So I want at least 1 or 2 nodes in the ground. So right here, that's gonna be a cutting, right there. That's all you need, a section like that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and defoliate all my cuttings. I'm gonna take all these leaves off. And like I said, where each one of those leaves are, if it's underground, that's gonna create a root. Got my dirt filled in my pots. These are little 4-inch pots. I will take a knife like this. I prefer this kind of knife. And I will find the node. So there's a node right here. There's a node right there. So I'm gonna shave up to this. Now let's take it, remove the bark, down to the cambium layer. That's where the new root growth is gonna start. All right, then I'm gonna take my cutting, I'm gonna dip it in some water, get it nice and wet. It should already be pretty wet, but I like to dip it. And then I'll take my rooting hormone powder, and I'll dip it in there, and I'll kind of stir it. Stir it like I'm mixing like I'm baking or something like that. I'll take it, and I'll shake off the excess powder, and it's just as simple as put it in the pot. So now you got a great cutting of a Vitex for free. So I hope this video is helpful. I hope it answers a lot of your questions. And if y'all have any more questions or comments, please leave them down below, and I'll see y'all next time.